Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In the previous video, I showed you how to use the Affinity script manager. If you haven't watched that yet, I highly recommend checking it out first. You can also follow the written steps in my Patreon post. Today, I'm going to show you some of my favorite scripts that I regularly use in my workflow. So, let's get started. First, let's open the Scripts panel by going to Window, General, Scripts. The first useful script is Copy to Artboards. As you can see, I have 4 artboards in this document. Right now, artboards 2, 3 and 4 are empty. Now imagine I want to place an object from artboard 1 onto all the other artboards. I could manually copy and paste it multiple times. But with this script, we can save a lot of time. For example, I'll select this circle on artboard 1 and simply click Copy to Artboards in the Scripts panel. And there you go, the object is instantly copied to all the other artboards. And it works with all kinds of layers. Let's try it with this PNG image. Boom! How about this text? Abracadabra! The next script is Bento Box Generator. Most UI and UX designers are already familiar with bento grids. In simple terms, a bento grid is a design layout that organizes content into separate modular sections, similar to how a bento box divides food into compartments. Using this script, we can quickly generate a bento-style grid layout inside an artboard. Here, I've designed a simple Instagram post using a bento grid layout. To use the script, first select the artboard and then click the script. You'll see several options including block count, which determines the number of bento boxes along with corner radius, padding, gap and fill mode. Adjust these settings according to your needs and click OK. Since we are currently in regenerate mode, clicking OK will generate a new variation of the grid each time. Once you find a layout you like, select Apply and click OK again. And just like that, your bento layout is ready. The next script is Curve Mockup Overlay. This tool allows us to visualize the node points and handles of any vector curve. Let me quickly draw a random curve. Now I'll run the script. Just like before, you'll find several customization options here. Most of them are pretty self-explanatory, so feel free to adjust them as needed. Click OK and you'll instantly get an overlay showing all the nodes and handles of the curve. You can group these generated layers to keep everything organized. One thing to remember, most of these scripts are destructive in nature. That means if you modify the original curve later, the overlay won't update automatically. In that case, you'll need to generate the overlay again. This is an incredibly useful tool for vector designers. The next one is especially useful for logo and icon designers. It's called Affinity Logo Grid. Not every designer starts by building logos with grids, circles, or golden ratio constructions. Sometimes, great logos simply evolve through the design process. The challenge often comes later when it's time to present the work professionally. And that's exactly where this tool shines. Let me show you. After creating your logo or icon, select it and run the script. You'll get a variety of customization options. Adjust them however you like and click OK. And there it is. The script automatically generates a presentation-ready grid overlay for your design. One thing I really like is that all the generated lines and shapes are neatly organized inside a single grouped layer. Sometimes the grid can feel a little too busy. In those cases, simply disable a few options to create a cleaner and more minimal presentation. The final script is the blend tool. Honestly, many of us are still waiting for an official blend tool in Affinity. Until then, this script is probably the closest alternative we have. Let's create two shapes. Now I'll select both of them and run the script. Oh, something doesn't seem right. The script isn't working at the moment. Maybe I messed something up during installation, or perhaps there's another issue. For now, let's leave it here. If I get it working, I'll make a short follow-up video and keep you updated. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe and share it with other Affinity users. See you in the next video.